ENZO MARESCA'S time at Chelsea was underpinned by consistent questioning over the Blues' bomb squad. But in a boost for Liam Rosenior, he won't have to face those questions for the rest of the season, or deal with any players who aren't wanted or don't want to be at the club. Sign up for the Chelsea newsletter. Thank you. Liam Rosenior won't have to worry about Chelsea's bomb squad, like ENZO MARESCA didCredit, Alamy. Members of that squad, including Raheem Sterling, have left the club this window. Credit, Getty. Until the summer at least. Deadline day loan moves for Axel Disasi to West Ham and Datro Fofana to Strasbourg, as well as the termination of Raheem Sterling's contract, means there will no longer be a bomb squad at Cobham at all. For Rosenior, that means he can focus more on matters on the pitch. The Chelsea head coach had already insisted he didn't like the term bomb squad, as it dehumanized his players involved, namely Disasi, who has now got to move to the Hammers. Read more in Football. Rosenior said, "I don't like the term bomb squad. I don't like it. They're human beings, so for me, Disasi, has been very good at training with us. I think every player wants the opportunity to go and play football. Chelsea, though, didn't exactly treat those involved like human beings." The Sun revealed in September that Raheem Sterling was being made to eat away from his teammates, use a separate toilet to them. Before it came out he was training alone at night at Cobham too. £325,000 a week or not, that's tough treatment on anyone mentally. Most read in Football. Best free bets and betting sign-up offers. As he has always been, Sterling remained the ultimate professional during that time, training children in his RS7 academy. His next step will be a vital one for his career, at 31, so expect him to take his time to get it right, though there will be plenty of clubs keen to take him on. Disasi and Datro Fofana will return to Chelsea in the summer after their loans, and selling them on permanent deals will be a priority, but should be easier if they play some more football in the second half of the season. Hazard warning. Eden Hazard's recent comments comparing Real Madrid and Chelsea could cause a stir. Credit, AFP. Chelsea legend Eden Hazard has stirred up a bit of trouble among Blues fans this week for his comments about Real Madrid. The 35-year-old was asked by influencer and model Marlon Garcia ahead of the match for hope if Chelsea were the best club he played for, and his reaction has incensed some fans. He said, "No, Real Madrid is better. My time at Chelsea was unbelievable, but Madrid, the club, is the best. They're number one." Hazard's answer undid some of the good favor he had with Chelsea fans when speaking exclusively to The Sun about Cole Palmer and Estevao. His love for the Blues is undeniable, but despite being a flop at Madrid, they were always the team he idolized the most. Hazard represented his dream club, Los Blancos, for 4 injury-cursed seasons before hanging up his boots in October 2023, aged just 32. Press box frenzy. Celebrating in the press box is one of the big no-nos in football. But senior Chelsea executives were unable to contain themselves after appearing in the media seats in the dying minutes of the weekend clash with West Ham. While co-owner Bedad Iqbali and co-sporting director Paul Winstanley sat across the stairwell, Recruitment chiefs Joe Shields and Sam Jewell slid in right next to Sun Sport. And when Enzo Fernandez made it 3-2 to the Blues in stoppage time, the usual serenity and objectivity of the press bunker were shattered by the group's celebrations. But there was still time for a nervous finish. Jewell in particular was on edge, holding his head in his hands and refusing to watch as West Ham sent up goalkeeper Alphonse Areola for a late corner. The Fab Four presumably took their enthusiasm into the dressing room visit they usually make after matches. And at least their unfiltered reaction to events on the pitch shows they care, despite what some Chelsea fans might think. Got that DORG in him. Patrick Dorgu is a Chelsea fan. Credit. Getty. Patrick Dorgu was Manchester United's man of the moment before picking up an injury. But the Danish starlet is actually a Chelsea fan. The fullback-turned-winger is in the process of completing a Gareth Bale-like transition under Michael Carrick at Man Utd, and has been recently hailed Ballon d'Orgu by fans. What many of them may not know is that he grew up dreaming of playing in blue at Stamford Bridge like his idol Eden Hazard. While playing for Lecce in Italy, Dorgu said, "I have been a Chelsea fan for many years, so obviously it's a dream. This doesn't mean I can't move to other teams in the Premier League." The Danish winger has achieved his dream of playing at Stamford Bridge for Man Utd, but it may not be such a happy memory as it was in the 1-0 defeat to the Blues at the end of last season. Kavuma McQueen's chance. Ryan Kavuma McQueen may get some minutes amid Chelsea's wing troubles. Credit. Shutterstock editorial. Estevao is not expected to be available for Chelsea's Carabao Cup game against Arsenal, and has been granted as much compassionate leave as needed by Rosenior after needing to return to Brazil for personal reasons. He's not the only winger expected to be missing, with Jamie Gittins having been taken off after playing 25 minutes against West Ham. Rosenior said on Gittins, "Yeah, Jamie unfortunately felt his hamstring. I don't know the extent of the injury. It's a real shame for him because I wanted to give him a start and I wanted him to show what he could do." With Pedro Neto and Alejandro Garnacho then the only wing pairing available, what that may do is provide something of an opportunity for Blues wonderkid Ryan Kavuma McQueen. Kavuma McQueen, 17, is one of the highest-rated players in Chelsea's Cobham setup. The winger signed his first professional contract 2 months ago, with Chelsea keen to tie him down after losing Rio Numoha to Liverpool in search of more frequent minutes. He was named on the bench for the Champions League win against Ajax in October, but hasn't appeared since then in a matchday squad. Eagle-eyed fans, though, spotted that he was sat with the team in the comeback win against West Ham. He and Jesse Derry have both impressed, alongside Shim Mhuka, and have been involved in first-team training on multiple occasions. EXCL. Chelsea's biggest fan. Ollie Gould has been crowned Chelsea's biggest fan by EA Sports, and has been honored as a superfan in this year's rendition of the FC franchise. If you play the game, you'll likely now recognize Ollie in the crowd when playing with the Blues. The Chelsea fan has told Sunsport of what it's like to feature in the game, and delved into his love of the club. Ollie said, "It's amazing to be honored as Chelsea's superfan. I've supported the club my whole life. I used to stay up until 5 a.m. to watch us while traveling around Japan in my gap year. To be able to represent Chelsea in the game and on social media makes me immensely proud. I still can't believe it's happened." Ollie also told us of his favorite moments supporting Chelsea so far, and what his expectations are for the rest of the season. He added, "My favorite Chelsea moment has to be the UCL final in 2012, but I will also never forget the Conference League final as I was able to go with my mates to Wrocław." Recommended stories. This season, I think the Prem is currently out of our grasp. We need some quality additions at the back and maybe on the left. I'd love for us to win the domestic cup and make a real push in the Champions League. We need to make it at least to the last 8. The Chelsea Blueprint on YouTube, calling all Chelsea fans. We have a brand new YouTube channel.